Hey everyone, welcome to my channel BBT by Tellie. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time to click the subscribe button. In today's video, I'm gonna take you guys through my Windburn skincare routine for dry and dehydrated skin. So what is windburn? In the first place, windburn is something that we say that we have when we go through winter or cold weather, but actually it's still just sunburn. So winter winds can be dry and they have an extra drying effect. This makes our skin extra dry, and it worsens our reaction to sun damage. So for me personally, having dry and dehydrated skin, meaning that I have low levels of both oil and water in my skin, windburn is actually the worst thing for me. So when I'm undergoing this skin condition, I still do my double cleanse. And while I have a lot of options, I have balms and micellar water, which are my favorite. I actually stick to creamy cleansers because they are more nourishing and mild for sensitive and irritated skin. I use the Nuxe Comforting Cleansing Milk with Rose Petals for light makeup days, such as today where I only have like a bit of eyebrows, some concealer under my eyes, and some lip tint. About 2 pumps of the cleanser is enough for me. So what I do is I dot it on the key areas of my face, which is the T-zone and the cheek. And then I'm just gonna massage off gently the makeup on my skin. So it is pretty mild, but it can still melt some makeup. So this is the concealer I had under my eyes. I'm not gonna erase my eyebrows because I'm filming. So that's all the makeup removed from 2 pumps of the Nuxe Creamy Cleanser. I really like using this when my skin feels extra sensitive because it feels like some part of the cream kind of sinks in. So as you can see, my skin retains a little bit of the shine. It wasn't completely stripped of the life and the shine on it. This part hardly ever changes for me no matter what my skin condition. I use a low pH cleanser. My favorite is the In Her Element Low pH Rose Gel Cleanser. So I take about 3 pumps of the 50 ml container and I wet my face. And then I work it into a lather using my hands. I like that compared to other low pH cleansers. It lathers a little bit more. I think the aloe gives it this little kind of sticky, workable lather texture that's pretty absent in most low pH cleansers. And spread and massage on my face. I start with the cheek and go around the mouth and nose. And lastly, on the forehead. I also love the fragrance. It feels like aromatherapy when I'm washing my face. And then rinse it off. So fresh. So what I really like about low pH cleansers is that I can feel like super clean, but I never feel tight afterwards, and my skin retains sort of this life and shine. It never really gets dull. Whenever I stick to low pH cleansers, my skin just feels more stable and less reactive to like changes. In my normal skincare routine, I'm not really consistent with this, but when I have windburn or sunburn, I do use Cure more often because even though I want to exfoliate and take away all the dead and flaking onion skin on top of my face, sun damage can actually keep affecting your skin several days after your sun exposure. So during this time, I have to avoid photosensitizing ingredients, so I actually keep my AHAs, BHAs, PHAs, my retinoids. I don't use them for about a month after getting windburn. I find myself sticking to physical exfoliants like Gommage exfoliators. Cure is a great, I think, only good example of this. On normal skin condition, I only use 1 pump, but when I need to peel off a lot more skin, I use 2. And what happens is that upon contact with your skin, it's going to melt into this more liquidy, milky state. And then the stage 3 is that it's actually going to form these little gummy beads that you might be tempted to think is dead skin, but it's actually just the ingredient of the skincare reacting to the surface of your skin. It's not the skin coming off in those gummy balls. It's the product itself. And what you should be trying to do is using those little balls as exfoliating beads. Kind of like in the apricot scrubs. When they form, you use them to sort of roll around your skin and take off the excess dead skin cells. So I'm concentrating the massage on my cheeks because I have the most dead skin there. Also going a little bit over my nose. Try not to be over enthusiastic with exfoliating. And then lastly, wash that off. So once I'm done with the cleansing and exfoliating portion, I go to the hydrating portion, and I start with the hydrating toner. When I'm feeling extra sensitive or dry, I try to stick to toners that have sort of a stickier texture, like definitely something thicker than water. And if they're even milky, then that's better for me. Currently using Innisfree Jeju Orchid Skin. So if you're intimidated by studying skincare ingredients, you can actually just take a look at the texture. If it's milky or thicker than water and not completely clear, that's going to be a really good hydrating toner. And what I do is I like to put it on a cotton round and just spread all over. You can also use your hands if you prefer and just sort of pat the essence onto your skin. So as you can see, my skin is still having a little bit of a shine. So when you have like dull, dry, or irritated skin, it's really important to keep taking note of the products if they do help contribute to keeping your shine and just sort of keeping your skin looking alive rather than stripping it down and making it look duller and matter than it already is. Oh my gosh, that felt amazing. So for moisturizer, I try to look for hydration grabbing properties. A really good example would be Hada Labo Gokujyun milk. I have a review of it in my blog. It's in the description box. For Hada Labo, I just use about 2 pea size and work that into my skin. The good thing about hyaluronic acid is that it absorbs up to 1,000 its own weight in water. When it sits on your face, it grabs moisture from the environment and keeps it locked onto your skin. I do like the kind of watery and gel-like texture because it feels like my skin really drinks it up when it's super dry. So lastly, for my healing or treatment stage, I look for healing ingredients like Centella asiatica, commonly known as Cica creams, or ceramides. Ceramides are a healing ingredient. It fortifies the skin barrier, so when you're feeling rubbed raw from all your exfoliation and from the sun damage, you can put it on and just help your skin recover faster. I am currently using Innisfree Bija Cica Balm. When you're looking for a Cica treatment, it will be on the label Cica Cream, so it's pretty easy to use. You don't need to remember the scientific name Centella asiatica. So it's recommended for various skin irritations and conditions, and even for babies. I use like 2 pea sizes and I put it over where most of the damage is. That would be my cheeks and my forehead and my nose, and just the remainder of it on my chin. Using my 1st to 4th fingers, I just sort of press it in and work the hydrating and creamy product onto my dry skin. And then don't forget your neck and décolletage. Yes. And another good tip I can give for you guys when you are suffering sensitivities is to take care of all of the skin. Because when 100% of the surface area is supported, the damaged area heals much faster. Even though I'm quite lazy most of the time, when my skin is sensitive or windburned, I am more consistent with eye cream and lip balm. I just use this Ettusais Gudetama lip balm. It's pretty sticky, so I don't use that much. And for the eye cream, I use this Goodal Moisture Barrier Fresh Eye Cream. Using both my middle and ring finger to just gently tap that into the skin of my under eyes. And the very last, possibly equally as important as the treatment step, is the sun care step. So when you have sun damage, it's important to protect your skin to prevent it from getting even worse sun damage. I am currently using this Anessa UV Sunscreen Aqua Booster and the Cell Fusion C Laser Sunscreen. Both have SPF 50. Cell Fusion has SPF 50 PA 3+. Anessa has 4+, so it has a little bit more sun protection. Between the two, I am enjoying Cell Fusion a little bit more because it is more hydrating for me. About 2 pea size dollop, and again, apply it on the planes of my face and the nose. And then don't forget your neck and chest area if it's going to be exposed for the day. You're my pretty thing, pretty thing. I'll do anything. You're my pretty thing, pretty thing. And then for extras, I also use, when I have time, sheet mask And going back to the hyaluronic acid, I used Dr. Marita Triple Hyaluronic Acid Facial Essence Mask. And I really like this because it has 3 sizes of hyaluronic acid, so it can settle onto different layers of your skin. It can settle on the top, go on the medium level, and then penetrate even deeper for longer lasting moisture. When my skin is damaged, I just try to keep it at this level of like glow and dewiness throughout the day. In a few hours, this is already going to be pretty dull, so I try to keep spraying and spritzing hydrating toners within the day. That's my Windburn skincare routine for dry and dehydrated skin. I hope you guys learned some new tips and tricks for fortifying and improving your own skincare routines. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye!